Hello folks, I want to introduce Bill here. He has his own YouTube channel and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's Bill Meehan's Nature and Bushcrafting channel, and although you don't see a whole lot of bushcrafting as of yet, I'd say I'm pretty intermediate for the fact I've been out there, but I usually do a lot more in nature because I like to hunt and I'm always like to camp. So along comes with the hunting and the camping. When you go with nothing for gear, you better learn some bushcrafting, because I'll tell you right now, there's been many a night in the woods that I've been lost and just had to build something quick.
So what we're going to do today is, I met up with him. We've talked out here a few times beforehand, and I met up with him today, and we were talking, and he said he's never started a ferro rod fire. I was like, oh man, you know, you've got to start a ferro rod fire. So that's what we're going to do today. Is I'm going to show him how to start a ferro rod fire, flint and steel fire, and use a bow drill. Okay, what I'm going to do first is, you already know how these, you've ever strike one?
No.
You never even strike one?
No.
Okay, now this here, compared to flint and steel, this scraper scrapes off the metal. That's what does your, you know, your sparks. You want to put that on 45 and push hard and down. Don't just scrape it. You got to push hard. You want to cut that off, right?
Okay.
So that's your first step, is to put your sharp edge on a 45 and push hard and push down. Perfect, perfect. There you go. That's you know, that's your first strike. You know how many times people can't even get that? Now, what you want to do here on your, this is birch bark, folks. What you want to do here is just scrape this up. So you're just going to scrape it and get all kinds of little, you know, pieces like that, and just use that edge and get.
It's almost like feather sticking a piece of birch bark.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You're just gonna. But you want pretty long ones as well. Yep, scrape it right up, real nice and good. You want it. He's got a good pile there now, and what I want you to do is I want you to place that right in against this, right?
Okay.
So, and then you're going to scrape down, stopping about a ½ inch beforehand. So you're just showering sparks on this piece.
Okay.
After it lights, take your piece and turn it up like this.
Okay.
And that's how simple it is. Push hard down into it and use that on 45. There you go.
Now, Cody, you're probably going to make me look bad, okay?
Pick her up. Turn her around some. There you go. That was pretty easy. We only fluffed up that little bit, and we burned it all. It worked really well. That was very good for his first try. I mean, what, 3 strikes, something like that?
Maybe four.
Yeah, that's how easy it is. So I've got him to fluff up another piece. And what I want him to do is keep fluffing up until you have a hole right through the center. And that there, when he lights it, he can turn it up, and those flames will work up through the hole and start the whole bark on fire. Sometimes you get, like happened here, is it just burns those little pieces off. So you have to have an edge for it to catch as well. Otherwise, that's going to happen. So this is just another trick that I know. I thought I would show him. Now he's got a hole right up through the bottom. If he lights this right here, and he holds this like this, that's going to feed the flames up through and through that hole. And that's the plan here. You want to put it right up. There you go. There you go. Turn her up. Turn it back this way. be able to flip it right over now.
Definitely got fire.
There we go. Right there, you can see the difference right there. It didn't go out on him. Now, this here, he puts down into other birch bark and throws on his bundle of twigs. He's got it. So there you go. I showed him how to use birch bark. Plus, just showed him how to collect a little bit of fir resin and how to light it. So there's a couple tricks. We're going to go on to flint and steel now. But what do you think?
I think that's great, especially the fir resin on. I wouldn't have expected the ferro rod to start that easily, being a stick and all. I can understand the birch bark because the dry summer we've had so far. Yeah, it should start fairly easily, but I mean, all you did was take a little bit of fir resin off that, and I mean, I might have hit that 4 or 5 times, and it was a good fire.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to flint and steel now. We're just going to get a ember on some char cloth, and because a tinder bundle is something totally different, I'm just going to show him the technique of how to use flint and steel. So this here is my fire and steel kit. Normally, when I come out here, I will make my fire with a ferro rod, or, you know, that's what I use most, but whatever I choose to make my fire with, then I'll put some punk wood and such in this and make my char material after that fire. So, right now what I have in this is chaga. I don't have any charred material. Now chaga can be a little bit more difficult to light. It takes just that right spark. But it works well when it is lit, and it was used for many years as a, you know, a flint and steel material. So I've got little pieces of chaga in here. I've got my steel here, a SE steel, and a piece of European flint. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this to him after I show him a couple tricks. So this here, got the chaga on here. I'm going to show him the proper angle and how this works. So you just want to put this somewhat, that works actually. You can hang on to it like this. And when I strike this down here, I want to put this on a 45. That's going to cut little pieces of metal off here. That's going to throw my sparks.
Okay.
And hitting here, what's going to happen is the sparks are going to jump up and land on that.
Okay.
So you're going to want to hold it out this way here. You can see that when I strike down, I'm not going to hit my fingers. That's the key. So I'm going to take that off. You can see that's sharp. I don't have to hit that really hard to get sparks off of that. It's just because it's so sharp and cutting. So we're going to try that first. Just hang on to that. This is tricky. And just hang on to this like this.
Okay.
You know, you just, so your fingers are out of the way. And you're going to put this on a 45 like this, and this straight down and hit that edge like that. Oh, put that more on a 45 like that. You're getting some sparks there.
Am I hitting it too hard?
Oh,
But you were doing it lighter and getting sparks real easy.
Because you're hitting here. You want to hit that real sharp edge right there.
Okay.
There you go, that will work. Now all you have to do is this here, you can fluff it up a little bit just to get into the drier part in case there's some you know, moisture or something on it. Plus it gives it a little bit more surface area to catch because it's roughed up. And you're going to use this point, so you can just take that and put it in your hand like that. There you go, just like that. Now hold that on a 45 like that and then strike it.
Should I be going up or
No,
down?
you want to go down. And just
Down.
move that back just a hair. Yeah. You want that flat down against that as well. There you go. Just keep doing that. And sometimes this can take you, you know, 50 times, sometimes a couple. This is chaga, so it's harder. It's not charred material. There you go. Oh, a little too close. Now if you look, what's going on? See how this is all chewed up? You're not really getting your sparks.
Okay.
So you look at a different spot, look at that there. That's nice and sharp. So move it up to there. Move it back just a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
And try that. And you'll see the difference in how it sparks. You gotta move it back some, you're hitting your chaga. It's tricky to hold the chaga, isn't it?
It is.
That's one of the hardest parts. Is like char cloth, you can just put your finger on it, it's a joke. But different, you know, oh, you almost had it right there, dude. Move this out some from your hand, out like that. And put your thumb way out, like that, there you go. It keeps sliding on you. Okay, what we can do is we can take this piece and break it off so it makes it a little easier for you to hold. That's your problem right now, is it's just so hard to hold it there and it keeps sliding on you. So we'll find another sharp spot. This is pretty sharp right there. So if you hold this, put your fingers back like this and just put your thumb here and use that.
Okay.
That edge. There you go. See, a lot of times it's just on how you, you know, set it up, and you can, the different ways you set it up can, you know, mean success or not. And that's the thing right there. He's getting good sparks now, and it takes. I mean, this is his first time ever trying this.
Definitely.
He's actually doing pretty good. He's seeing how it actually can be tricky, but now he's getting really good sparks. You just got to find the best way that is for you. And he is hitting the chaga, but sometimes, I mean, chaga can be tricky. You can try a different area. That part there might not light. Oh, he's got it right there.
I was going to say, I thought the spark hit it.
Take that up there and blow that. Show people. He's got it right there. That's chaga. Well done. Yeah, it does. It burns really well, and that will just keep going. They actually use this for incense as well. Smell that.
It does. It smells good.
Yeah, it smells really well. And this is what they call true tinder fungus.
Mind you, I like the smell of fir resin.
But you can see the craziness, how much that has already turned to an ember. Like, that's crazy. And there you go. That's his first flint and steel. It all depends on, you know, your setup. If you're getting good sparks, and it's just got to catch that right spark for it to work. So there you go, man. Ferro rod, flint and steel. Awesome.
On to the bow drill.
On to the bow drill. First twig fire.
Piece of chaga and an awful lot of blowing.
So what we did there is we had that chaga, and instead of putting it out, I thought, why not see, you know, I'll show you how to blow it into flame using just a twig bundle. And as you've seen, he got it. It took a while to get it, you know, because everything's damp out here. We had a thunderstorm last night and a lot of rain. So, you know, just kept going till he had it. So that's you know.
You can't give up, that's for sure. I mean, it could mean a matter of, you know, staying warm for the night, especially, you know, if you're out there in the cold weather. Fall comes, and if you're not going to continue to blow on that, well, then you're gonna look at staying cold for the night.
Yeah.
I had to blow for quite a while to get that damn
Yeah.
stuff to go.
Yeah.
But at least I would have stayed warm for the night.
Yeah, he got it, yeah. So this here is a Flint striker, but it also has a bow drill divot for your spindle. And I brought this kit from home. I'm going to just show him the basics on the stance and so on, and get him to make a cull with this kit. Just had to make up this bow. And what I'm going to do is just go over. Now, I have put this on a flat piece of birch bark. That there, I'm able to catch my coal, remove my earth board here, and I can have my coal here. I can bend this and dump it into a tinder bundle. That's why I like using a flat piece like this. If it is one that is bent over and such, it can, when you take pressure off, it can flip up and you can lose your ember and so on. So I like to have a flat piece like this. Now this one here, spindle, has been used a lot, and it's rather short, but it still works. So I'm just going to put this in here right quick and show the basics. Just want to turn that. Now that wants to flip on me, so I just hold it back. I'm going to put my foot on it. Make sure that this thing, see how that's tipped over this way?
Yep.
You don't want that. You want to adjust it so when you put your foot on it, it's straight, up and down. And see, I'm actually leaning forward, put the pressure on that. Now I'm still holding back on this because it wants to flip forward. So I'm going to put my bearing block on, and then I'm going to lock this part of my wrist right into my leg. And then all I have to do is go back and forth. I don't have to go really fast. This here is going fast enough. And then I'm putting pressure down at the same time.
And we're already getting smoke.
Now I'm going to go a little faster. And we have an ember. What you're going to do is you're going to watch this hole. And when this fills up, right, solid full of dust, and you got smoke and such, and it's filled up with black dust, well then once it's filled up, then you're going to go faster. And for about 30 seconds, after that's filled up for about 30 seconds or so, going fast, you slowly lift off and have this, keep the pressure on this, and then just kind of tap it and slowly lift it away. Okay. And then watch. But that's how you do it, but sometimes easier said than done. So
how do you make it look easy, Wayne?
Yeah, let's give this a try.
Okay.
Now the closer you get, yeah, the easier you're going to put on that hole. So you can see I also was pulling that up, and that's going to want to flip on you. Now try to hang on to the outsides of this because this will heat up in the center. It will heat up in the center.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to want to hang on to the outsides, keep your hand up.
Okay.
And lock your wrist right in there, so you might have to move your foot closer. And then push down, keeping it straight, go the whole length.
Fail.
trying this out there again. The biggest problem he's having is the bearing block up top is giving him trouble. Trying to just get that right stance. And once he gets that, I think he should be fine. Right now, it's going good. Just a little bit more pressure. A little bit more pressure. You should feel it biting into the wood. You don't have to go fast, you just got to have more pressure until it starts biting into the wood. It kept rolling down and down and down on you. That was pretty good. You got your bearing block. What happened there is just kept rolling down on you. And I knew that was going to happen soon because you seen how close it was. And so also grab back here. Keep that nice and for tighter.
Okay.
Remember? And but that was working good. You had your stance and everything working well, and I'd give her another shot. But that was pretty good there with your bearing block. I think you got it pretty good. Yeah, you just make sure everything's straight. This thing here has to be straight out like that and horizontal as well. Just find a comfortable spot. How it works for you. If you see it start going like down or something like that, adjust your bow to make it go back up. You should be able to feel it biting into the wood. Oh, she's starting to slip on you and stuff. You might have a little bit too much pressure. But you're keeping her going, so that's a good thing. Hold on to your string to tighten her up. You can push down on your string and such with your thumb and so on. There you go, that's a nice, good smooth roll right there. Tighten up your string a little bit by pushing on it.
This may take me years of practice, Wayne. Years of practice, I have a feeling. I'll be doing this in the garage over and over and over again.
It does. It actually does take a while to get, everything working together. And we might have to do this another time. We're both running out of time here. We didn't have a whole lot of time, but we just wanted to show him the fundamentals anyway. A lot of people don't get their coal the first time because everything has to be perfect, like with your form. If you're not perfect, the line will run up and down. If you don't have that perfect pressure, which you learn over time, just the right feeling. This here is a skill that it takes a lot of practice. So I just wanted to show him the fundamentals on how to do it, and he done a good job. He's got his form somewhat now that he can get a nice straight, flow going, and it was a very good first try. So this is where we're going to wrap up the video, and what do you think?
I think it's great, and I'll be honest, Wayne, thanks for showing me these little tricks here today.
Yep.
It's been wonderful. It's something I can pass on to my little guys. It's going to take me a while to learn this, but I'm stubborn, and I'll get it. I know I'll get it. It's just going to take me a while.
Next time what we'll do is when we do this again, we'll use this one here, like I said, the spindle's basically wore out. It's too short, and a lot of people would have a hard time trying to control this spindle. I can use it, as you've seen, but, that's me. you know, kind of thing. I'm used to using different, a long one, I'm used to using the smaller ones. A long one, I find it hard. It's all personal preference. So, thanks for watching, and take care. Thank you.